The opening chapter of Sheffield's 24-25 story has already been a real page-turner, with 3 consecutive Champions Hockey League wins providing a plot twist that the rest of Europe wasn't expecting. Tonight the team is back in domestic action in the Challenge Cup against the team they beat in the final, Guildford. With roster restrictions now in place, Angelo Micheli and Marco Di Filippo miss out. Finley Ulrich plays for the Steel Dogs as Aaron Fox ices 19 players. Paul Dixon is without Brett Wolichka and Dan Catenacci. As the Grand Slam banner is raised tonight, the Steelers can close the book on last season and start work on writing a sequel. We must also remember the contributions of the players who are no longer with the Steelers to witness this moment. Anthony Marone, Angus Lang, Sam Jones, Nicholas Nevelainen, Zach Vinnell, Cameron Kiley, Scott Allen, Patrick Harper, Josh Nichols, and Brett Newman. This is their banner too. Cormier fakes one way. Throws it around the back of the net. McAdam got something on it. Flames don't clear it. Valorand took a moment to settle himself and then hit the inside of the post. It's the closest the Steelers have come. Valorand dishes it off, thrown across towards the crease, and McAdam will cover this one up. But he was beaten by Valorand a few moments before, and that left post came to his rescue. Sorcerman, hard pass round the boards. Tipped inside and not held onto, but the Steelers recover. And now here's Dowd. Angle is tight. He tried to find the near top corner and it didn't quite work out. Now Tate, Alvaro tries to dangle inside. Can't get past Sorcerman and it's poked away from in front of Tedesco. Valorand. Dowd goes net front. Played across. Dowd scores! The Steelers were made to wait for the opener, and it's the captain who provided it. Took up a great position. Usula found him, and the puck is in well before the net got kicked loose. Robert Dowd is chasing all sorts of milestones this season. Elite League records and club records could all come tumbling. He's 1 goal closer. Levens again, threw it into a dangerous area and Almas wasn't on the same wavelength. Flames move across, here's a chance for Hook and the save from Greenfield. The puck is still live, it's still sitting there and the Flames put it in. Ferguson has scored because the Steelers just never realised the puck was still loose. Steelers complain, the puck crashes into the mask. And then there's a collision with the netminder, but he's out of his crease. But Balmas doesn't know the puck's there. He can't get his stick down. And Ferguson was there to put it in as Guimond tried to be an emergency goalie. Steelers have questions. The officials might not give them the answer they like. Well, we are going to have a video review of this. Tom Perring and Joe Sewell will go and take a look. Wow, they've ruled it off. Wow, now Paul Dixon is going to want an explanation. I'm quite keen for one as well. Oh, the game has its first major talking point. A good pass for Norris. The player who, like Brown, has joined from Belfast. Puck lands in the air and it's thrown in. That was thrown in. That will not count. Don't need a video review on this one. The Guildford players know for sure that that is not allowed. Pops up in the air. Well, you can do it in volleyball, but you can't do it in ice hockey. That celebration from Sean Norris, very much in vain. Whistle with an ambitious carry that comes to a stop at the red line. Guildford back the other way. They crash the back door and score through Strang. A quick transition from neutral ice into the offensive zone. And Hook's pass was perfect. And Strang was left with a simple backdoor finish. Approaching the midway point of the second period, and Guildford have got themselves level. Trying to throw it across to the far side, and it's turned over, and Guildford have got a break. They're in behind, and they've hit the crossbar. They could have taken the lead, but Hook has been denied by the iron. Guildford profiting off loose Steelers play. He had a quick look up, and it beats Greenfield. But it's off the top of the bar and out of play. This game has certainly turned. It's a nice little behind the back pass from Ciampini to Simpson. Can't manoeuvre in front, so he plays the pass in front. There was no Steelers stick to take advantage of it. Here's Janatoinen. Blasted goalwards and tipped in. Huteler's shot and Simpson's deflection. The Steelers get themselves back in front. The powerful shot, but the crucial redirect down and through the 5-hole. Mark Simpson scored a Champions Hockey League winning goal in that net a week ago. And he's put the Steelers back in front in this Challenge Cup game. Mishandled by Crocott, sends it out wide, then back towards the top of the crease, and a little backhand attempt in a tight spot from Norris, which Whistle takes exception to. Tangle, but I think nothing more. Diffley out to the far side. Usula, was that a trip? It certainly was. It looked like one. The officials have called it. The Steelers are going to get a power play here late in the second period. Ferguson, who took a costly penalty here in the Challenge Cup final, and is back in a penalty box that he's familiar with. While he was in the box that Patrick Watling scored in the Challenge Cup final. Proved to be the game-winning goal. Now here's Cormier. Takes the shot through and into the top corner. McCallum untighted. It didn't need a tip. And Cormier has a power play goal. A couple of the Steelers provide a net front presence, but it's all the way through without a touch. McAdam frustrated, and the Steelers fans jubilant. 5-on-4 power play goal. And the Steelers in front by 2. Here's Dodero. Sends it forward. Greenfield always happy to go behind his goal to play the puck. And now here's a chance for Balmas. Feeds it across, and it will just get through. Watling with the touch, and it just crept over the line. Patrick Watling's first goal of the season. And McAdam thought he'd got enough of a block on it, but not quite. It just rolls through. The stick from Dodero was not back in time. Cormier. Valorand. Steelers looking dangerous but shooting wide. Janatoinen missing the target from a promising position. Oh, that one's knocked across. The puck is still live and McCallum is scrambling. Oh, and he threw his hand up and got something on it. Dowd and Alvaro together in the corner. The Steelers player check down hard. Dodero is right in the thick of things and Dowd doesn't like it, and we're going to have a little bit of a wrestle on the floor and then a punch by Valorant as he tries to get up. Officials in to break it up quickly. Valorant, he's got his angry face on. And he wants more words with Charlie Dodero. Dodero is on his way. He's being escorted off the ice. Looks like his day is done. Such a battle that takes place net front. Just lost complete sight of where the puck had gone, not realising it was right there for him. Penalty behind the play. Guildford are going to go to the penalty box once more. Kyle Locke this time. Sorceman wants words. I think it was Ciampini he took down. Puck has long gone. He's no longer eligible to be hit. Hook will pass out to the far side. Offside is called. And again we're going to get some post-whistle punching. Or is it just a little bit more of a grab and a wrestle? Oh, and that was a little bit of a cheeky left from Robert Dowd, and a very serious right. And down goes Gillisti. That'll be it for Dowd today. He's had his say. And he'll get a big cheer on his way to the penalty box. In fact, not the penalty box. May as well go to the dressing room. Gillisti is going off as well. Only a minute and 39 remaining in the game. Final 20 seconds. Steelers look like they're going to get their Challenge Cup defence underway with a victory. Cadam will drop that one down. Tanzi will just take this one back into his own zone. See out the final few seconds of a 4-1 Steelers victory. It was 3-1 in the final back in March. 4-1 here as the Steelers open up their Challenge Cup campaign in 2024-25. First group game has ended in a home victory. In a short time, Joel Janatoinen has made a big impact here at the Sheffield Steelers. A couple of goals in the Champions Hockey League and a couple of assists tonight. A man of the match performance from the Finnish forward. And he will get to do his first Sheffield Steelers Eddie. It's always a big test for new players, but he's seen a couple already, so he knows what it's all about. Oh, we're going to get one going anti-clockwise. But I think we'll let him off. And he will paddle through centre ice. An old school, but a favourite. And he's quickly becoming a fan favourite. Joel Janatoinen, Steelers man of the match, as they open up their Challenge Cup campaign with a 4-1 victory.
Aaron, after a winning start in the defence of the Challenge Cup, how did you see that game?
Yeah, I mean, it was important we got the job done. I thought Guildford played very well, especially the last 10 minutes of the first and that second period. I thought they put us under some pressure. We turned a lot of pucks over in the Mikko zone tonight, which is a bit uncharacteristic, which they countered on. They're a good rush team, and I don't think we were at our best tonight, but I thought at times throughout that game we were very good and very effective. I thought the 75, 60, 88 line was elite tonight. They kind of carried the torch for us. But after playing the 4 games we did early in the season, I knew there was probably going to be a little bit of a come down in our game, it's hard to manage, but I thought we did a good job when we needed to tonight. Coming away with a 4-1 win when we probably didn't have our best, I'll be satisfied with for sure.
And it's never easy when there's big celebrations before the game, and the guys are on the ice for a while as well. But I think the fans saw that banner raised. It was a great atmosphere for that.
Absolutely. I thought it was an entertaining game. You know what I mean? There was some action away from the puck tonight as well. That is always entertaining for the crowd. The ice struggled a bit tonight too. I think it was pretty warm in here with all the people, and you could tell that that was a bit of an issue too. But again, with job done here, we're a little bit behind the 8 ball with the games that we played in comparison to some of the other teams. I think that's their 5th champion or cup game tonight. So for us to start off on the right foot and make sure we're keeping pace with some of those other teams we're winning right now is important.
Was a turning point of the game, perhaps the goal? Was it a goal? Wasn't it a goal? The goalie interference? Did you see it as goalie interference?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, the goalie doesn't have to be in the paint if it's an intentional action, towards our goalie there. So I thought it was an absolute no-brainer. Greener's going to cover that puck if he doesn't get hit. So, just one of those where it was an easy challenge for Lauren, I think, to move forward with. And then again, we got some time with scoring. We won the first period, we won the second period, and I didn't think we were great in either period. So, like I said, job done.
Paul, can you give us your thoughts on that game?
Well, overall, tough one for us. But, I think coming from last weekend's second and third period of home against Cardiff, we certainly weren't happy with how we finished that game. And we wanted to address some stuff in the week. And to be fair, I thought we addressed a lot of stuff. We were way better in certain areas of the game tonight than what we were last weekend. And I think the biggest thing is we just got to try to just little steps at the minute. There's a lot of good there. There's a lot of positives to take away, but there's negatives as well. And the negatives is what we've got to focus on. But, there's just a couple of individual errors, mistake, and you've seen from the league so far this year, you make a mistake, you get punished for it, it ends up in the back of your net, and that's just where we are at the minute. We're certainly against the tide. Obviously, we're 2 imports down here tonight as well, but we can't use that as an excuse. We've got enough quality in the lineup. But it's tough because you want to win all your games. But again, coming in here with Sheffield's form, obviously over the last 3 or 4 weeks, and kudos to them for the results they've had in the Champions League. We knew that it was going to be a tough ask tonight, and obviously the banner blown up in front of us as well. Like we hadn't seen enough last year. Sheffield winning in front of us, but it's a tough place to come, and it's unfortunate that we come away on the losing end. But we've got to dust ourselves down and get ready for Nottingham tomorrow. And it's a must-win game for us to Helen.
There were some fine margins in that game. Having tied the game at 1-1, there's then a shot off the crossbar, which could easily have put you in front.
Yeah, and you talk about those are the margins. That's involved in these games, and one bounce one way, one bounce the other, and sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't. But I think overall, if I look at the course of this game tonight, there was more positives than negatives to take away from it.
There was one moment of controversy in the first period with a goal that was initially given and then disallowed. I'm not sure what you feel you're able to say about it, but what was explained to you afterwards?
Well, I mean, from what I've seen, obviously Greenfield's out the net. He makes the save. He doesn't have complete control of the puck. He never has control of the puck. Strand goes into him. I'm not arguing that fact, but the puck wasn't there. He didn't impede him from coming back. You can see clearly that Matt was ever seen with his back to the play. Didn't know where the puck was and we put it in. But that's for the referees to decide that. But can't really say too much.
You've already touched on the importance of tomorrow's game. You are halfway through your Challenge Cup campaign now, the group stage, and only 2 points on the board.
Yeah, no, I mean it's evident. We've had some tough opposition. Sorry, but we got to get a win for confidence as well to get some feel good factor back into that room. But we've had a tough couple of weeks here, and the hockey season, it's a long season. You have your highs, you have your lows, and right now we just haven't got off to a great start, and we've had more lows than highs.
Thanks for your time tonight.